I've officially hit the record button. So, okay, so we have a new format and we're using the Milady, so our textbook has an online interface called MindTap that we have access to while we're out of school. And if you saw today, the governor of New York, Mr. Cuomo, Governor Cuomo, said we're going to be out even longer, till the 29th.
Of April?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kelly.
And regents are canceled, everyone.
And regents exams are canceled.
I am so happy.
I already took my English one.
I would have
so
failed my history. So are we just gonna automatically pass then?
I don't know what they're doing, but I just know they're doing.
I would have failed my history. That class is just downhill.
So, like, thank you to the virus for getting you out of your history regents, right?
I would have had to take in that class next year.
What about math regents though?
Yeah. I'm so good at math.
I do not miss regents. But, so, good news, regents exams are canceled. Bad news, we're out still until the 29th. And who knows, that could be pushed back even further. So we just got to think positively. Anyway, oh, my hair is not cute right now. So the reason we're switching to MindTap is because as a department, as a cosmetology department, we had a meeting and we talked about it. And this program is directly geared toward cosmetology, and it tracks your hours that you spend working on things. So there's a couple things with that. Okay, so New York State has not told us if we can give hours yet or not, but this is the easiest way for us to have your hours inarguably. So if they're like, okay, you can, but you have to prove it, this is the best way to do that. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we can do hours. I don't know if that's an option. I have no idea. But I don't want us to be in a position where we could have been doing this and we didn't, and now you don't get hours even though you did work. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna switch to this program. It's essentially just like reading the textbook and doing the workbook, just like we do in class, but it has videos as well. And there are some really cool features that you guys might really like that I'm gonna walk you through. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna walk through signing up and whatnot. So everyone got one of these in their Schoology, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is yes if you haven't seen it yet, but you did. So these are the instructions, okay? So you're gonna go through, this is the link to get to our Schoology, okay? It'll take you to this page right here. You are going to need to open this in a web browser. You can do it on your phone. It's easier to do if you are on a computer though, okay? So what's gonna happen then is you're going to, see all my yellow? You are going to put in your email address and create a new account. My suggestion would be to use your e1b.org email, okay? You don't have to, but I would encourage you to use your e1b.org. After you type in your email address, it'll take you to a page that looks like this, okay? You fill out your information, your email will be here, name, last name, come up with a password, your birth year, okay? This is your security question. It'll be like, what's your pet's name? What's your favorite color? It's already set to the correct time. The time is important because of due dates, okay? And then make sure you have read and agree to Cengage terms of use and privacy statement, okay? Then it'll take you to this screen, okay? Notice how I made my husband sign up so I could take these pictures. You do not want to pay for it. You would not like temporary access. You have an access code, okay? Your access code is right here in this page of your Schoology, which is found in the week 4 folder, okay? Do not use this one. This is one of your classmates, okay? You take that access code, you can copy it right from here, put it in here, and hit register, and you'll be all set. So that's how you're going to get into all of that. Any questions?
How did you get to that? Like, it's on, I see that you clicked materials and then week 4, was it? Mine's not popping up for that. Like, I went on it and I'm in week 4 and that's not up here.
Okay, assignments, week 4. It should say Milady coursework instructions.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yep.
So I have one for each and every one of you. See this? So that makes sure that you have your own access code. Okay. And I can see if you opened it. So once you go through all of that and you register, yada, yada, yada. Okay. There's some information at the bottom that just says we're going to talk about this today in person. There's videos, flashcards, mini quizzes, study materials, and a textbook. And I'm letting you have 3 attempts at the tests. The tests are longer. Look the stuff up. Okay? You have all of these tools to use them. I'm not trying to like make or break your grade with any of this. You have 3 attempts at it. Use them, okay? Do your best. And everything will still be due Friday by midnight. But I will not be posting a ton of stuff in Schoology for you to do. The stuff that's already been done, awesome. I still expect like the last Zodiac stuff, I think, to be done. But moving forward, I'm not going to assign extra work since we're going to be out for longer. Cool? Okay. Thank you for the mm-hms, because I can't see you. I can only see my screen. So I'm talking to like a little thingy. So again, the new format, this website tracks your hours. Now, it only tracks active hours. So if you just open it and go to work and come back, it's not going to track that time. You have to be like clicking, scrolling, not continually, but regularly, for it to know, for the program to know that you are there and doing the work. So if you click around, do all of the things, watch all of the videos, you're going to get more time. Does that make sense? See what I'm trying to tell you? So make sure you're doing it all so you get the maximum amount of time. Because again, I don't know how this is all going to shake out. Unfortunately, there's a possibility that they could say, no, you don't get hours. However, this is going to be the best way to try and get those. Okay, make sense? So, what else? Lastly, this is what we're doing for a good portion of the 4th quarter. So you guys are all in here right now, actively probably logging in and doing these things. And I can go into on my end and see who's doing what, when, blah, blah, blah. However, since I'm recording this for other people to watch, if you are watching this at a later date, I will absolutely have to call home and speak to parents if you're not logging in, if you're not signing up and the work's not getting done. Because I also don't know, no one knows yet, how 4th quarter grades are going to go. So think of it this way. Let's just throw out an example. This is not what's happening as far as I know, but let's say they go, okay, we're out even longer. It's pass fail. Did they pass the quarter or fail the quarter? If you don't log in, I can't in good conscience pass you at all because this is the work you're supposed to do, right? So I know it's not ideal. None of us signed up for this. I know I said this before, but make sure you're logging in and doing the work. Cool? Cool. And get the hours on the thing so that I can say, look, they got the hours. See what I'm saying? It snowballs. Okay. So now I'm going to walk you through the actual Cengage part. So I showed you this, page. I already created an account, so I'm going to log in, but you would do create a new account. So let's log in. Let's make sure my internet is working fine. Hasn't been. so you are going to go into junior cosmetology here. It's your only course that you should have through Cengage. Okay, you're going to click open. Obviously, I know that you guys probably know how to do this, but I'm just walking you through it. You will not see this. This is for temporary access. You guys have an access code, so follow the prompts that I gave you before. Boop, boop. So there is a getting started section that you can do if you want. This is not required by any means, but it'll help you navigate through the new format. We are working on skincare, and specifically we are moving on to facials, which is chapter 23. So these are your learning objectives, which we go over in the slideshows, okay? That's all that that is. Don't let that one scare you. It's not like another thing you have to do. Go back. There we go. Oh, that's why. Okay. The little X at the top is how you close things. I keep forgetting that. So these are you're going to do the pre-assessment. This is not for a grade. This is just going to see what you already know. Okay. We've talked extensively about a lot of these things already, so you can always refer back to stuff we've gone over already, notes, anything on Schoology. Okay, this is just to test your pre-assessment. It's pre-assessment. It's what you know before going into it. So then you go through, click on all of these bad boys. There's videos. You can watch the introduction, why study facials. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and the expectation is that you go through them all. Okay. I am not going to tell you that you have to click on all of them, but there are small, like 5-10 point quizzes along the way to make sure you are retaining information. Now, let me show you a few other things. Oh, the tests also have no time limit. You can take them as long as you need to, 3 times, okay? This says count towards grade. I'm only going to look at the final test and that you're getting in. So by doing this stuff, you'll get the 100% participation grade. Okay? What is nice is these are videos, right? But if you go into the quizzes or whatever, on the sidebar here, does everyone see this sidebar with all these little icons? Yeah. There are options for, it's like study hubs. So when you go through, you can highlight things, make your own study guides, things you need to revisit, things you don't understand. You can bookmark them, highlight them, save them to review. The other nice thing, I know that there are a few of you that get your tests read. There is an option for it to be read to you. So this read speaker will read the text to you or read the test. Whatever's on the screen, it will be able to be read, or it should be. Now that I'm looking at, oh, Australian, you just hit that little icon in your reading. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know that it does it in the test, but it should. It might only do it in the book. I'm gonna have to contact them about that because I want it for both. Let's see. So here you can do your notes, print out, bookmark. You can make everything bigger if you are like using a smaller phone. And where are the little read speakers? I will find them and I will edit that into the description of the video. Oh, it's oh my God, right here the whole time. So it'll read it to you. So that means for those of you that might not prefer things read to you but don't mind it, you don't have to be staring at the screen. You can have someone read it to you while you might be doing other things, okay? I don't suggest you multitask or watch TV and try and listen to this, but it is possible, like if you are making yourself lunch, that you can listen to the chapter as if it were a book on tape and move along that way, okay? trying to make it as easy as possible. I know there's a lot of stuff on here. The recap for the chapter, if you are someone that's really confident about just going through the recap section and trying to take a test, good luck, but there is a recap that makes it very brief. However, like this bullet, for example, it says learning the basic techniques of facials. That's nice. You learned them in the chapter. What are they? Okay. Don't just rely on the recap to get you through the test. At the very least, listen to it like a book on tape. And then we have a flashcard option to study. Okay, so these are built in. So you do next card to go through. Obviously, flip card will show you the answer. Okay, you can also create cards of your own to help you remember. Okay. Lastly, we have the final chapter exam. You have, I'm going to say it again, you have 3 attempts. I cannot, and I've already asked my person that sets us up with this, if I could make them shorter to take questions away. I can't. So instead of being able to make them shorter, I gave you unlimited time on every attempt, and you can do it 3 times. Okay? I know that there are 75 questions in this. I don't like that there are 75 questions in this, and I cannot change it. That being said, that's why I gave you more stuff, more time, okay? If this feels impossible to any of you, let me know. They're all multiple choice. You have plenty of time, you have plenty of chances, and you have all of these resources. See, I'm in a test and I can open the textbook, okay? And I'm in a test and I can open the flashcards still. Do you catch my drift? Not if you're with me. Use your resources, okay? I don't want this to make or break people. So getting all of those done and taking the test, not passing the test necessarily, though you should, taking the test and going through all the videos and everything will get you 100% participation. I will also annoy the heck out of all of you with a ton of bonus opportunities, either through Schoology or Remind, because I want to make sure that everyone has a great opportunity to come out of this with the best grade that they possibly can, with the most hours that they possibly can, so long as I can give you hours and the state says it's okay. So this is this week. This is going to be due Friday by midnight. Also see the videos. They're very easy. They're short. It's 3.5 minutes. They're not bad. That's about it. You can see your scores and your productivity right here. Other than that, there is a glossary, like if you want to quick find a word, especially if you're taking a test, you can use the glossary. But explore, go ahead, click around. You don't need things like RSS feed, the school or career portfolio. You'll need the textbook, and if you want to do the study part with the notes, the read speaker is going to be on each page. These you won't need except for the flashcards, and then you have the glossary, okay? Otherwise, if you're interested, there are additional resources you can click into. I don't know why they're not popping up. The one experience I've had with this entire thing is that my internet is terrible. That's all I've learned. Other than that, that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. I know it looks like a lot. Everything is short and pretty manageable. My cat's going nuts. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes.
Okay, I saw Kelly's hand first and then I heard a yes.
Me.
Emily, okay, go ahead, Kelly.
If they say that you can give us hours, will we get hours for the weeks that we weren't doing this thing too?
I don't want to say yes because I don't know.
But if they'll let you, you'll give them to us.
Absolutely. I would give it up until this point, if the work is done, which 98% of you have done all of the work beautifully, might I add. Like when I say in Schoology on my little updates that I'm proud of you guys, I'm truly proud of you guys. This is not easy, especially when it's all of a sudden one day we're doing everything on the computer. And this is the most boring part of the class. Like, I get it. I'm trying to make it kind of okay. But really, you guys are doing an amazing job. And I know you have a ton of other work with your other classes, so I'm trying really hard. That's why I hate that the test is so long. That was a long-winded version of my answer, which is yes. If I can give you hours, I will absolutely give you the maximum hours I can give you in a week, so long as the work is done.
Okay.
Okay. You had a question too.
Okay, so I think I did this wrong on here. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, you
But
got it.
it's like, it's just that, but I can't get to anything.
So in see how it says junior
That happened to me
cosmetology?
too.
Click open.
Where?
See the junior cosmetology?
Mhm.
Over a little bit. It says open.
That's where it won't work for me.
It gets stuck.
Yeah, like it just won't press.
Let me spotlight video. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Do I have to do anything here, or do I exit out of that?
What's over to can you X out of it? I'm trying to click it on my own computer. That's ridiculous. Okay. So you can skip this unless you want to take the MindTap tour. Skip. And there it is. So you're going to go into skincare with the down arrow, and that's where everything is.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Jaden, did you say you got stuck, and Haley too?
Oh, I didn't say. I didn't try it
Well,
yet.
I did.
Yours got stuck, Jaden. Did you see how she did that? Like you have to click the open. I don't think you can click
That's where
the book.
it won't open.
It won't open. Emily, did you do something fancy to make yours open?
No.
You just gave it a second?
Yeah, I think I just clicked the wrong thing before.
Okay. Jaden, do you use your phone for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have not tried it on a phone. Has anyone else tried it on their phone?
I
Like
did.
sign up on the phone?
Just tried to access the content on your phone? Because
No, I
I'll try it right now.
I downloaded the app. It doesn't have the same stuff of online, so I wouldn't download the app. It's kind of useless. So
Yes.
if you have a computer or an iPad, that might work better.
So I do know that there is an app, and the reason I didn't suggest it is exactly that. It's apparently not great.
It just lets you access the books. It doesn't have like the stuff you need to do.
Right. 3-6. So I'm trying to log in on my phone at yahoo.com. So that you have an iPhone, Jaden?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Does it take you, well, this might be different. Did you go through and make an account?
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes you to this screen?
Yeah.
You click
And it-
open.
Yeah, that's where it won't work.
So mine opened a new page. And then it opened.
Okay. I'll just keep trying.
Keep trying. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Okay.
And it might be because did you try checking all your tabs? Look, I was shopping for sneakers. Check all of those, because it did open a new tab for mine, like a new window. That might be why. Try it a couple more times, and if it doesn't work, let me know on Remind.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Did the third quarter like end earlier?
No,
Or
it
did it end
ended
on
on time,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe. But it did close, so grades are in.
Yeah.
If you
Do
want
you
to
know?
know, yeah, go ahead.
Do you know when the last day of like BOCES is?
June. Let me
You
look at my
said
calendar.
once it was like the 12th or the 13th or somewhere
I
around
think
there.
it's the 12th.
Okay.
The 12th. That's a Friday. Yes. I think
Now, like,
12th because then I have to stay till the 26th. That makes sense.
now, like, if we don't go back to school,
Yes.
like at all, will we be able to get in and get like our cos bags and everything?
I cannot imagine that they won't let you in, but I'm sure it'll be like very
A process.
a process. Like if you go to Frontier, you can request to come in. You can walk like 10 at a time, walk to your locker 6 feet apart. I think
Okay.
it'll be, I'm hoping we go back. Let's start there. That might not be our reality, so it's a valid question because people have like their own stuff in their lockers, right? Like clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
So my guess is that you would be able to get back in at some point. I don't know what that process would look like, but you would probably, did you get the robocall from Mr. Vogel? At all?
No.
Your parent might have, your mom or dad
My
might
mom
have, or
said.
Nani might have.
Okay.
So I'm sure the message would be like, if you need to come and pick up your stuff, please contact the front office, blah, blah, blah. And they would navigate that for you.
All right.
I'm trying to think of what else.
What about I think it's in July where it's like you don't have to pay like the same, less amount for more hours.
Yeah, like the 90-hour thing.
Oh, the
5 hours.
95?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
starts July 5th and that ends at like July 31st.
Yes, I have not heard if it's on or canceled yet. I think that might be too far in advance to tell, which kind of stinks because it does cost something, you know?
it costs $600, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said around $600.
Should
we have
we
to sign
call
up for
and try and register or no?
Yeah.
Like, should we like call and like see if we
Maybe
can
we'll-
or not?
I will contact Mrs. Regal and ask all of those questions. As far as I know, they're following the same guidelines we are, obviously. So if we're closed, they're closed.
Mm-hmm.
That's as much as they might even know right now. But I'm going to reach out to Miss Regal and I will either put it in a Schoology or I'll send it in a remind once I know.
Okay.
Trying to think if there was anything else. Do you guys have anything else?
Are we still, so we're still doing the stuff on Schoology, right? Like some of the stuff?
Yes, but I am not going to post any more work. So I think most of you are ahead of the game. The group vote, like this week, group vocab and the zodiac hair color, that's all that's there. And I actually took the test down because you don't need to be doing 2 tests. That's ridiculous. And then week 5, same thing. It's the vocab assignment and the makeup chat or whatever. I took down the other assignment and the test. You guys don't need to do those if you're doing the MindTap stuff. I will also have to put up more things because we're going to be out longer. So what's this, week 4? We're going to be out week 5. We'll be into week 6 and part of week 7. So new folders are going to pop up, but it's going to be the same format. So it'll probably be like a little blurby discussion where you guys write something and respond so that there's communication going on between you guys, and then an assignment in MindTap. It's probably what it's going to be.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too exciting. Anything else? No? Awesome. I'm trying to think. If you
Are you
want
still doing notes?
oh, what? Notes?
No. Are you still doing them today?
Not today, because they're going to be on MindTap,
Oh, so we're basically teaching ourselves now.
essentially.
No, well, sort of. There's
So
still-
it's basically, this is what college is. So
I
get
know.
ready, kiddos.
That's what my dad says.
So
I'm like,
no more
I
I
Zoom.
can't teach myself by
after
saying,
this.
and he's
I
like,
know,
well, guess
I
what?
failed college.
So much talking. I will still have Zoom on Monday, Tuesdays. Okay, so tomorrow
Regular
I'll have
classes.
Zoom. If you guys start doing MindTap and you're like, I am so lost, I'll be on here on Tuesday. I can even be on here more. I'll open more times if that's helpful. I'll do a little poll on Schoology to ask, because I know a lot of you are still working, because you guys are essential employees. That's
Don't know why.
Doing old man
Yeah.
laundry. Woohoo!
woohoo. So I will open up more times. So if you guys need help or clarification, if you're like, I read this and I read this and I read this and I don't get it, I can help you. I'm still here for you. I still want to teach. That's why I don't love this MindTap thing. It feels so impersonal, but it is going to be, I don't want to be caught in a situation where we should have done this and we didn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm still here. If you need me, if you have any questions, you can get me on Schoology, you can get me on Remind. I'm also, if you guys need help in a time that, if you guys need help on a Thursday night, let me know. I can come on Zoom and we can talk it out or whatever, okay? I am here. Oh, last thing. I don't know if, I know Kaden does. If you check your E1B email, does anyone check it?
No.
No, I don't even know how to.
Perfect, because I have been
Is the Outlook app.
the same message every single day because I have to. That's what the teachers have been told to do, is email you every day. So for those of you who do check your email, Kaden, I'm sorry, you've gotten literally the exact same email from me every day. There it is.
How do you even check it? Like, how
Yeah, I
have
don't
the
even know what
app.
it is.
I have the app. It's the Outlook.
Yep.
Outlook app. It's like Microsoft, but email.
Yep.
So
if
if you just
download,
sign in with the school, you'll get all of that. And it helps if you're signing up with the email for MindTap. So say if they're going to email stuff to you, you can access that.
it's
What's the format of it?
isn't
Like,
it 0111 first initial, last four of your last name, the day you were
Birthday.
born, the day,
Yes.
like mine's 04 because I'm December 4th, at e1b.org. And then your password is capital E, lowercase r, the year you were born, and then the month you were born. However, if some of you have the same password, there's like, you might have AR, or you had to put an exclamation point. I think there are a few exceptions. I can look and see if I have the list of logins here if you want them. Otherwise, they're in my desk at work. But I think I have them here.
is that the password or whatever? Because some people have the same last name.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Like-
me, because there's a girl with the last name Fuller. I don't remember my
There's probably
password.
like, there could be like a Hannah Fuller, which is funny.
Her name, yeah, she's
I
in
went to high
the
school with her.
other class, but
Oh,
her
okay.
last name's Fuller, and I think I had to like add something on the end of mine or something.
Okay.
Might have been an
Well,
exclamation point.
It might be
I
an
have no
exclamation
idea.
point. I will look. I'm making another note. Sign-ins. Okay, and I will find that out too. Other than that, is there anything else? Everybody staying sane?
No.
I'm starting to lose it, man. I'm coming undone. Talking to this plant behind me.
I think it's nice though. You have like a little baby to keep you company. I have a
That's
4-year-old
true.
toddler that's literally going insane. I'm not joking. He's bouncing off the walls.
I believe it. 'Cause it's like,
Literally. He's
we aren't even
hitting
supposed
his
to go
head
outside.
against the wall.
That's not good.
Yeah,
boy.
he
might be
likes
wrong.
to hit people with his head.
Well, and some of you guys have been able to work, which is kind of nice. Yes? No?
It's horrible. I got 5 days last week.
I
couldn't
worked
do
4
anything.
last week.
I couldn't do any of my, like, it was so stressful.
I did my work at
Really?
work.
I got like 10 pimples on my face last week. I was like, oh my god.
I have a breakout right here.
That just makes me think of when Reagan was like, I'm breaking out. And everyone was like, you're not breaking
Yes, I was, Miss Fresco.
out. No, you were, I could see it. You were right. You were totally right. You were totally right. That's why we did the skincare thing.
I have like a patch right here of just work stress and school stress.
I
And
feel you.
Reagan's red dot on her on her chin or cheek or whatever.
I got one on my chin.
I even have them right here. And I'm 31. This is
I have one on my chin.
ridiculous.
Stress can cause a lot of stuff.
Yes, it can. All right. So, because I don't want the recording to be too long, I'm going to end the recording. So everybody wave to the people watching. Yay.